Let's take this back to your presidency. I mean, you have, like every other president, a tremendous amount of knowledge and experience that you brought to the presidency. And your presidency is 2002 to 2003. So if I take a look at that within the timeline, and in 2002, you were let go from Kodak.
Right.
So those two massive events were in the same year. You attained presidency in 2002. What were some of the challenges?
President-elect the year before, so.
Okay. So you couldn't back down then.
That's right.
So what were some of your more challenging moments going into, you had your foundational life changing, yet you were also working within an organization that continued to build it up. How were you able to pull those two things into focus that year? That was a big year. You just did it. You put your PM hat on and you did it.
It's what it is,
What were some of the most, what was, I think, in some of our past personal conversations, you've talked about some really fun things that happened, fun events and everything that happened during your 2002. What was one that you felt was?
One of the things is that I know today they call it the Region 4 meeting. They have speakers and a lot of people come, but we had the very first, it's not really the Region 4 meeting as you know today, but it was a region meeting with all the presidents and president-elects. We had it at Bristol Harbor.
Okay.
And that meeting evolved what the Region 4 meeting is today. That was the very first meeting where all the presidents got together, talked strategy, and everything actually happened at Bristol Harbor.
Okay, so this was the first regional chapter meeting?
This is the first any regional chapter meeting, yes.
So who decided you needed one? How did this come about?
Well, we always had like monthly conference calls.
Okay.
Never really, or quarter. I mean, it was quarterly, not monthly. It was quarterly conference calls. But we always had some kind of communication. We never really got together in the same location.
Okay.
It was always conference calls or whatever. And I don't think that happened pretty early too. I don't think like when Randy or Chris Adams, I don't think they did that. This probably more later towards the don't even know if Joe, I don't remember. We had the quarterly conference calls and just said, let's get together and do some, we learn from each other what this chapter is doing, what the other chapter is doing, and we try, we try to learn from each other is what we try to do. And then we talked about it, and I don't remember how the idea came about, but we did get together, and the first time we got together was at Bristol Harbor.
Okay. And was this while you were president-elect or while you were president?
While I was president.
And what was was there any standouts in the agenda that you remember today?
I really don't remember. It's quite 18 years ago, quite a long time.
We co-located and it was at Bristol Harbor. Loved it. But that goes to relationship building.
I had pictures somewhere. I remember we had a table, head table and two side tables. I can find some pictures. I had pictures of before. I thought I saw them before, and I don't know where they are right now.
If you find those, we would love to have them.
I'll see if I can find them.
Thank you. So you had your first regional, in any region in the country, first regional meeting.
It was right here at Bristol Harbor.
Okay, and I'm sure that went back to the regional mentor and coach, and that went back to PMI National, and it was definitely something you shared with the other regions, like this worked for us, this, we're able to continue to unite.
Get together and network with these people too,
Right.
After I became president, I got involved with the update, the third edition PIBOC. I was on the third edition update team.
Wow.
After that, I was on the OPM3 second edition update team.
Okay.
Organization Project Management Maturity Model, OPM3. From there, I spent 6 years on the Ethics Review Committee. I was chaired my final year. And then I spent 3 years on the Ethics Members Advisory Group after I became president.
Wow. And I
So
wanted,
I have people that I've met globally, all around the world that I've known and talked to, and still continue to network with them globally. So it's been
okay.
very beneficial to me.
And that's one of the things that has been a common theme throughout all of these interviews as well is the networking opportunities, but it's not just networking, it's relationship building, but it's not just relationship building. You're getting valuable friendships
That's right.
out of out of all of this. It's the social connection and interaction that happens through a common goal. And that's where the give back as a volunteer to this organization, that's one of the many gifts it gives back.
Hmm.
And that has been a common theme too. Thank you for sharing your experiences in that.
And
Um,
also because of these networks I've established, that uh, I write a chapter on the American Management Association Handbook on Project Management. I'm preparing for the PMP exam.
you're sorry, say that again.
The American Management Association Handbook on Project Management. There's
Okay.
a chapter in there that I author. I'm
Okay.
preparing for the PMP exam.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So you're the one that we can send our hate mail to for that exam.
I don't have anything to do with the exam, but I'll help you. I'll help you prepare for it.
Oh my goodness. Yes, we know it's a tough test. We know it's a tough certification, but we know the value of it and how it just builds so many great tools in our toolkit. Some of those tools, as a president, you're a servant leader, you're relying on your board, you're building a great team. What were some of the other, I think there was another item that you and I talked offline about that you really were thrilled to institute during your year of presidency? Was it
Yes.
the golf?
We had a golf tournament. Yes. We had the
Yes,
first annual golf tournament.
yes.
That was at Eagleville.
Okay. And
And we had that.
who was the worst player? Because
I
it would
don't
have been
remember.
me.
I don't remember the outcome. I don't remember the outcome of that. But we had at Eagleville Golf Club. We had first. I don't think they still do the tournament. It was the first annual when I did it because I'm a golfer. I love to golf, and it was just a way for get people out there to have fun, get to have a little dinner, network, have fun, and play some golf.
And that brings up another very valuable point is how important gamification is in our learning and in our networking, and to bring a game like golf into it to increase that socialization and that learning and that sharing.
That's exactly what I was looking for. I was looking to get people together. You know, golf is. I'm not. Everybody doesn't golf. You know, I mean, some people just golf once or twice a year. Some golf 2 or 3 times a week, like I do.
Some golf once every 10 years.
You know, but I felt that the golf tournament was a way to get people together uh,
Okay.
and just have a good time. You know.
And through all of these initiatives, PDD Day, of course, the golf tournament, the Region 4 meeting, is the efforts to grow the membership and to expand the project management knowledge and into the many different industries that we have surrounding us.